Okay, alright everybody, how's it going? So this is part 4 and more stuff has turned up now. As you can see, there's more stuff on the bike. But let's go back in time first before we look at all the stuff on the bike and see all the bits I got, some other bits as well. There's some bits by here as well. Let's have a look. I've got a front wheel there, look. 21-inch front wheel. I haven't got wheels for it yet because, like I said in the last video, if you go back and look at the last video, the wheels I bought were the wrong ones. So that's a 21-inch front tyre there. And I have got a 18-inch rear tyre here. I think this is a 3 times 18-inch, I think it is. So there's the rear tyre. Obviously it is wider than that when you pump it up. But, so I've got stuff all over the place. There is some stuff on. So let's go back in time and have a quick look at all these bits. Okay, so I got stuff everywhere now. Got to chuck some rubbish out. It's getting all crowded in here. Got a seat. Seat has just turned up. I got stuff in here. Look, I got the rear mudguard tail thing there. Look, we've got the lock system there. Look, so I'll put that on in a second. We'll put it over there. What else we got? I've got a tail tidy thing, which I'm hoping will go on the back of here instead of having in the L1E thing. They got like a funny, stupid looking thing at the back here. I'm hoping I can put it up there, the backlight and the indicators. So let's put that to one side there. We've got a plastic piece that goes under there. The trim that goes, sorry, let's put the camera in the right place. The trim that goes under there. And then we've got the front bracket. I bought a second-hand one of these, and the tilt, if the bike falls over, it cuts out. I have got a new bracket coming, but this came together, so there we go. That's that. We've got a green in there is the thing that goes on up there. The key, you know, the thing for the key. And then I've got some brackets in there. I'll have a look at them a bit later on. And I've got some tyre fitting mounting paste soap to mount the tyres. But there's a tale of woe coming up where I've wasted £350. So I'll talk about that at the end of the video, which will be coming after this, I expect. Oh, and I almost forgot there's something else in the box. This little thing here, look. This little, I don't know if you, oh, well, you can see that because it's reflecting. Look, there's a little sort of, there's a screw, piece of rubber and a thing, and it goes under there. It goes under there. I got to put the camera in the right place. That goes under there to stop the chain from clanging on here. So that's what that's for, is a chain protector thingamajigly. So I had to search for that as well. So, right, that's the stuff I've got. So, as usual, with aftermarket parts, there's a bolt in that side there, if that's going to focus. And then, if you can see over this side here, look, the bolt hole is slightly out. So I'm going to have to grind. See that slightly out on there? There we are, that's better. So the bolt is slightly out. So I'm going to grind a bit of material off there. And on this side, make it even. That won't fit inside there. So I'll have to grind some stuff off in the wrong bit there. And then USB won't fit in. So I'll have to grind some material off there. So all in all, it's a bit of a junky piece. It looks lovely, but it's not perfect, is it? Because nothing fits. So, a bit of grinding. Right, okay, so I've done a few more bits since then. So, I'll get the camera and we'll have a quick look at how I'm mounting this display. I'm not quite 100% happy with it, but it's sort of getting there. I got the front headlight on. We'll have a look at that as well. It's mounted. The front headlight is mounted really good. I'm quite chuffed with the way the headlight mount is. So we'll have a look at that as well and see how it's sitting. Right, okay, so this bit here. I've had to go with the original L1E tail tidy bit. I have ordered the brake light as well. That's got to turn up as well. Indicators, you can get any aftermarket indicators for there. It doesn't have to be the Sur-ron ones. So I've got that there. I am going to have to go with that. I've bought all these bits brand new. It's not cheap, buying them all brand new. There was second-hand ones on eBay, but they looked a bit rusty and banged up, and this is a new build. I didn't want to put old parts on a new build. Now, I was going to try and put this stupid, I bought this here, right? Let me get it out of the bag so you can see how stupid it is. And I'll show you now. 'Cause I wanted to put the indicators and stuff up here at the back there, right? But you couldn't get that on, it wouldn't clear the plastic properly. And also, look, see this here, look? I can bend it with my thumb, look. It's so weak, it's so weak. So any sort of knock on there, and the bolts would be right at the end. Can you see there, look, where the bolts went through? Right at the end of there. So if you're looking at one of them on AliExpress or eBay or anything like that, right, don't bother, because it's rubbish. It just doesn't fit there properly. It's not sculptured for that properly. You'd have to mess about with it, and the bolts are just too far away from the end, if you know what I mean. So anyway, so that can go in the scrap pile. So what have I done so far? Let's try and work things out there. So I've showed you that there. It all comes in bits. You've got to buy that. This bits, you've got to buy each one of these separate. This side and that side. This is separate. This plastic bit's separate. There's a little bit at the back that's separate. This bracket is separate, and this reflector is separate. E-marked. Now, if I go to the front here, I have bought one. I got one front E-marked, whatever it is, orange reflector. I haven't got one on the other side yet. I've got the display mounted up by there on a bracket. I'll show you that in a second. Then up by here, these are the mirrors I'm hoping to use. They look really good quality. They were on offer on Amazon, but if I show you one here, let me get this one here, like that, right? I don't know if this will show up, right? But the reflection is superb. It's a great mirror, and it does say E9 marked there. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. So it is a very nice mirror. I don't know how good that's showing on the camera, but it is a very, very, very good mirror. Nice quality. That doesn't move easily, and it sort of goes in the end of the bar, and this bit expands here. So I'm going to be using them on the end of there, right? So that's that. Now, I don't know if I've shown this already, but I was saying about this. I had to grind, put a grinder so I can get that in there and that in there. So that's all in there nice and tidy. Oh, and these holes, I had to grind them slightly bigger to get the bolts in, because it just wouldn't fit. It just wouldn't fit. Now, I got bolts in here. Some people say just use bolts. I could put a bolt, you know, I could get a shorter bolt and just use bolts, but I have ordered the little pins with clips on. But I think bolts might be nicer, I'm not quite sure. This plastic trim here, that is on now. Is there anything else yet? Down in here, let me show you down in here. I've got the jack shaft in there. I don't know if you can see that. Rotating. You can't see it rotating. Can I get my hands in the way? Can I get my hand in anywhere else? I can't get my hand in. It is rotating, trust me. It's rotating. Anyway, hang about. Let me put my hand under there. There we go. It's rotating lovely in there. I got the cover on there, and then there's another little piece. See there where my finger is? This piece here is on there. So that's all them little bits. I put that little rubber thing under there like I was showing earlier. I got 1 foot peg on. Let's go to the front then. Now, look, all these wires here, look, right? How am I going to get all these wires in here? I can try and make it look nice and tidy. Now, I've got the display up there. I might be changing these. We don't know yet, okay? Now, let's go to the front headlight, like that there. If I try, let's try and bring it along that way so you can see it. That's the front headlight there. It's an LED headlight, and I've mounted it, and there's indicators there. Now I've mounted it on these brackets here, which were, I think they're, I think it says something like 41 to 45. But if you buy a bracket, I think these measure 43. These actual, the thinner part of this stanchion part here. It's a 43 millimeter diameter. If you buy something that's 41 diameter, right, it will not fit over there. It's got to be either a little bit bigger or the exact size. So this is I think it was 41 to 45, so the actual brackets are 45, and then it's got a 1mm little rubber gasket in there, so it's nice and tight now, and that fits perfectly. My dog's barking here, look. What are you barking about? Hey, hey, what are you barking about? Say, what are you barking about? What are you barking about? Right, so I got these brackets, and then this bit is separate, which I had from another bracket. So I've put two brackets together to make one nice. It looks nice. Come on, be fair now. This is a nice headlight bracket, isn't it? Where's the other things here? Let me just get the other thing. Is it in here? Right, these are the original brackets of this bit, and these weren't the right size. I bought the right size ones, which are thicker, look. They look nicer, don't they? So I've got two brackets there, then this is bolted, this bit here, which was off them ones, is bolted on there, and that does look, obviously that headlight will be up there. I haven't tightened the headlight up yet. It'll be something like that. So I got one of these, well, two of these either side, and this side over there. Look, let me just show you over there. There is another one over there somewhere. There, look. And I think that's worked out really well. I'm very happy with how that has worked out. It is a lovely headlight bracket, and this is fitting the fast ace forks. So this bit here, I think it's 43 and a bit or something. Hang on, I got a thing by here. Let me measure it. I'm trying to film and measure it with one hand. So it's actually measuring 43.78 millimeters. Okay, and this, like I said, this thing here is 45, and it comes with loads of these little, I got them by here. See these little strips here, look? Different thickness strips. So you can make it fit a lot of different bikes. I've had to use the thinnest ones. I think they're 1 mil or less than 1 mil or whatever they are. So there we go. So that is that. Now, the front mudguard is a Sur-ron mudguard, but it's got 3 bolt pattern. Can I put the camera under there to show you? I'll put the camera under there and see if it'll show you. I don't know if you can see that under there. See, look, 1, 2, 3. There's 1 bolt missing because the fast ace forks they've got 2 fixings in the front. Well, you might not be able to see it, but there's one there, there's one there, and there's one over there. There's 2 fixings in the rear. So I've ordered see this thing here, when it goes down, I've ordered the Warp 9 one, which has got a thing of screws in at the bottom, and it turns it into a 3 mount. I'll put it up on the screen if I can remember. I'll put it up on the screen, and when it turns up, I'll show you what I mean. So I can fit 3 bolts on the front mudguard, fender, whatever you call it, whatever you are in which country. I call it a mudguard. I suppose in America you'd call it a fender, is it? I'm not quite sure. Is there anything else I've done? I can't think of anything else now. I think all the little bits, I think I've got nearly all the little bits. I have ordered the, what they call the things that go on there, the adjusters. They're taking a while to turn up. There's something else on the way as well. I got a few things still on the way, so the adjusters are still going to turn up, and something else. Oh, this fender mudguard by here. This is on his way. It should be here this week. I say this week, is Sunday today, so it should be here sometime next week. The rear taillight's on the way. I've ordered some extra wire to do some wiring. So that is as far as I've got so far. Right, and I forgot to show you the back of this mount by here now, how I've got it set up. So I don't know how well you can see in there, but I've got, right, so I've cut some of these. I'll insert a picture or a video of them cut. So I've cut across there and across there, and I've put a new drill hole there and there. I've drilled them out to 6 mil each bolt hole, and then I've grinded the edges off to make it a bit more pretty, and then I've used and I've got the brackets in there, up in there somewhere. You can see them there, look, see. So I'll be spraying them brackets black in there, but we still have the stainless steel hardware. So that's how I've got this actual thing mounted. So really what I need now is something to put, like a little thingy to go behind there so you don't see all that nonsense, if you know what I mean. Like a little shieldy thing of some sort to go from there, you know, a little bit by there, if you know what I mean. So that's how I got that mounted, and it's not done up properly yet, but when it will be done up, it's going to be very, very sturdy. Right, okay, I think I'll leave this episode here. A lot of things have happened since the last bit I filmed, so I'll turn the camera on quickly, give you a little sneak peek of what's going on, and then we'll end the video. So if I just turn around, I've put the bike, I've bought this thing here, look. Fantastic, this is. Fantastic bit of kit, this is. So I've bought that there. I've got some wiring coming through there. There's wiring going to the back of the bike there. So I'll show you all that next time. So, if you did like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ahoy!